Yeah, hello, tech support. I did a little editing in here, some triplets. The notes that you see with the slash there with the rim shot. Also, I did triplets and I did sextuplets also. So you can see the changes, those changes that I'm going to show you also, it did it with before I updated because I already updated the Studio One like you told me. Okay, so in here in the bottom I cannot find, of course, it's all, in the 5 lines, where you write your notes and stuff. No velocity. So what I do is, if I want to edit the velocity, I go to the piano roll. I shade the notes that are unaccented, okay, and I go over here and I lower down the velocity. Now I'm gonna go back to my drum set, also drum notation, and see what it did. What it did was that the triplets, they turn it into a 30-second, and that's completely wrong. I see. They did the only thing that didn't change was the sextuplet. But as you understand, I cannot put like those the notes that had the triplets because it's a grouped. It's grouped. It's very grouped. What I did is triplets and 2/16 notes, triplets and 2/16 notes, which they're gonna sound like this. Okay, so I mean, it sounds great. It sounds great. If I go back to the piano roll and I undo those unaccented notes, check this out. I'm gonna go back to drum notes. I got back my triplets, but the unaccented note, they sound too bad. They sound too loud. That's completely wrong. Okay. All right. So that's the one thing that I see wrong that is doing to me. And the other thing is also, I'm gonna do a little something over here so you'll know. Let's do some editing over here. Suppose I go over here and I put the a drum and a bass drum and a hi-hat, and I put a snare. I want to put a snare. Now, if I want to go back to the piano roll, I want to edit the accent on the hi-hat. Put it a little bit higher. I'm gonna go back to the drums again, and here it changed to separate the notes separate the drum set. I don't want that. And this thing is already in one voice. This is what I interpret with the one voice, though. The one voice is just like I had it. Okay. I'm gonna undo it. Go back to the drum set, and I got the one voice again. The problem is when you go to the piano roll and you start editing on the piano roll. It shouldn't be doing that, though. Okay. See if you have any solutions for this, please, because I would like to, when I write my drums, I would like to do everything, on the let's see what I'm doing. Do everything in one voice. I don't want anything separate in there when I go to the piano roll and I start editing those, whatever it is, velocity, whatever it is. And then I go back to the drum set, then I find all my notes, they're separate the drums, the bass drum is separate from the hi-hat and all of that though. Now check this out. With that I added, let me see. Okay, then I'm gonna go back. I already edited my velocity, and I'm gonna go back to the drum set. See, it's separate. I mean, I don't want that thing, guys. I don't want anything separate. I wanna have my drum set for everything that I edit on my piano roll or on this. I want to have it all together, just like I wrote it. Okay, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna undo everything again. Okay. I'm gonna come back to the drum set again. It seems that this time it didn't do it, but you know, I don't know what happened in it. Okay, I'm gonna go back now. I undo it. I undo everything. Go back to the drum set. I have my one. I have it like I wrote it before. See, see if you can find anything about this, guys, because this is not. I mean, for every time that I go to the piano roll and I go back to my drum set, I find all these problems and stuff. You know, it is a problem for me when I write rhythm. When I write the rhythms, I like to write them. You know, everything like this, that together. You know, not a separate. You know, and it should be on the first voice. Okay. I already when I went back and I found everything changed and everything, you know, whatever, you know, I did. See, it separated again. I went to the voice, I put it on two voice and I put it on the one voice again, then I went back and I shaded it also. I shaded it. And I went back and I put one voice. It's not doing absolutely not a single thing. Now, if I go back to the piano roll and I undo, I undid the velocity. I'm gonna go back to the drum set. See, it came back to one voice, everything one voice. This is what I call one voice. The one voice it shouldn't be separate. Why should it be? It should not be separate. The two voice, it's just like I showed you before, it's separating the bass drum from the snare and stuff. Okay? See if you can find any solution on this, guys. I already did the update. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.